Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the dirt street stocks here at Charlotte. We were quickest in practice. This is the fastest I've ran so far. Before that it was like a 2 flat, so happy we can get a little quicker. Hopefully we can keep that speed through here in the qualifying. That'd be great. Track came in pretty clean. We've worn it out a little bit, but for the very fast lap you just want to run the high side in 3 and 4, get a really good run, and run the bottom of corners just for your 1 lap time. Other than that, in the heat race and stuff, you're going to want to pass on the outside, just because you have more momentum. You have to just worry about not hitting these tires down here. Try to keep the car as straight as possible, keep the momentum up. Really, in 3 and 4, you can grip the bottom really well. A lot better than 1 and 2, at least. So this lap's probably going to be better than this lap. Hopefully we ran pretty well there. 179. All right, we got a little quicker. That's awesome. So far, we've got the pole by like 400s. So that's nice. Second lap's not going to be quicker. I know that. Probably going to be in the 3s, I assume. 310, yeah. Makes sense. Because you don't have the momentum coming off of turn 4 for that second lap. But really, you just want to run the outside where the grip is in the heat and stuff, just because that's going to be the quickest way around, like consistently at least. So, still got a guy left to qualify, so I'll pick it up and we're getting ready to go green for the heat races. Alright, well we held on to the pole, so that's awesome. So we're going to be starting off pole here in heat number 1. Hopefully we can keep it for these 8 laps. How many laps do we have in the feature? Because it's like cut off up there. 25, alright, so that's good to know. But we were pretty quick here. I'm very happy that we were the only ones that ran a 1. That's very nice. This 9 car has been very fast, though. Like, in the practice I was in with him and everything, he's been really quick all the time. So, gonna be a good race between us, probably. Hopefully I can hold him off, though. Get a really good start in the beginning. Try to fend him off. Just run the grip, pretty much. These cars don't have too much head of steam going into corners to be able to throw a slider unless you're running like all the way up by the wall, which we might be by the end of the feature, just because everybody's going to want to be in the grip. It looks like the bottom has grip, it just doesn't have as much as when you're in the grip. Like right along the edge. Like basically where the pace truck is right now is where we'll be running. Just because you get so much momentum off these corners. 3 and 4 you can kind of hook the bottom still. It's 1 and 2 where it makes more of a difference. I just need to get a really good shot off the 4th corner, just to try to get away from the 9 car here. Don't know why he's out in front of me, just because that's not right.
The pace car is in.
It's gonna be hard to get a good run like this. Have to try to get like a real early start because he was up in front of me. We hit the grass down there a little bit. Don't hit the grass. That will turn you real quick. That grass is dangerous. Still want to hook the bottom in 3 and 4 for now. He might get a really good run on me there, actually. The main thing is just try not to let anybody get to my outside, because that's going to be the way to pass, I feel like. Three and 4 definitely has more grip lower on it. It's going to be an interesting race, because these cars are very hard to pass in all the time, especially at a big track like this. It's all about who messes up the most. You might have to use the bumper some to get by people, which is going to be annoying if I'm out in front. But hopefully I can hold this guy off, and he'll be behind me for the start of the feature. He went to the bottom there, and you can see how I pulled away a little bit. Just because it doesn't have as much grip coming off the corner, you don't get as much run. You're sliding a little bit too much down there. That might have given me enough of a leeway for the rest of this heat, just because only a couple laps. If he's going to do anything, he's going to really have to throw it into a corner and try to throw a slider, but we're not like far enough up the track, but he got a good run there. I went a little low into that corner. You really need to be like on the edge of that grip the whole time to be real fast, because he's doing it a lot better than I am right now.
Yeah, one inside. All clear, all clear.
Should be able to get a little bit better of a run off this corner than him.
Yeah, one inside.
Yeah, enough.
Stay high. 2 to go. This time by. Clear low.
1 and 2 is where we'll pull away a little bit more, just because 1 and 2 is a lot harder to keep speed in than 3 and 4 on the low side.
One more left in.
Okay, one more. We got a pretty good gap behind us now. Really good gap back to third, so it's just between me and the 9. But I figured that would be the case. He's running all the way up by the wall. That's not quite that high yet. That's going to be real tough in the feature, though, is when we're all the way up there. Try not to smack the wall if they're back in. That's going to be the hard part. So, we'll be starting out on the pole in the feature. That's awesome. Pretty good race between me and the 9. It's hard to pass in these cars. Very hard to pass in these cars. So, we'll sit here and watch heat number 2. Hopefully, they can have a pretty good race as well. Who had a faster? He probably had a faster lap than I did in that, to be honest. Because I had a 275, he ran a 233. Yeah, he definitely was a little quicker there. At some point, it's just so tough to pass. Track position means so much. There are cautions here in these races, for the feature at least, not the heat races. So, hopefully there won't be too many cautions since it's such a wide track, but everybody's going to be fighting for the same groove. And especially if somebody tries to throw a slider, it's probably not going to go very well, because these cars just don't get too fast to be able to throw a slider. You're going to have to go super low into a corner and throw it all the way up. You're going to be really slow coming off the exit of any corner doing that. You'll probably get passed right by if somebody's running the high side and you throw a slider here, in these at least. It's going to be tough to keep up the momentum throwing a slider. But hopefully I can get a better start on the feature race, since the 9 will be behind me instead of on the outside of me, starting a little bit further up than I was. That's why I had to get like such an early start, mainly. Just so I could try to get out in front of him. I did not want him on my outside going into turn 1. Probably would have lost the lead. But let's see what the front guys here can do. We watching the front unless there's like a better battle somewhere else. I'm pretty sure everybody transfers over to this, because there's 16 in this. Yeah, everybody transfers onto the A main, because I think they take 18 total in the feature. So I'm pretty sure everybody's just gonna qualify straight for the feature. So it's not gonna have to worry about any position battles towards the back. Because if there was over 18, we'd have a consolation race, and that would tear up the track even more, which would be interesting. It's going to be an interesting track condition going into the feature, regardless. Let's see how good of a run this 7 can get to start the race. Blowing up the field a whole lot. And he's off. He had a really good start there.
Green flag, green flag.
Go back to second, see what kind of battling they do back here. The 4 is going to run the bottom. The 10 is going to get a great run. Watch this. This is what I was talking about. Oh, maybe not. He went too high. If he was able to grip that edge, he was going to be able to get a much better run off the corner than the 4. I thought he was going to clear, not clear the 4, but stayed it was outside. You get better grip in 1 and 3 and 4 right there like the 2 did, but he just won't have the speed in 1 and 2 to keep up. And you'll see the 4 start driving off. He actually held the bottom quite well on the 10. They're 3 wide for third place. Surprising they didn't hit there. I thought they were going to... I thought the 10 was going to hit the 4, or the 2 was going to push the 10 up, something like that. He goes in deep. He's trying to throw a slider. That didn't go great, but he's going to get passed right by. 4's on the inside this time, and he just goes high and hits him. He doesn't even try to run the bottom. If you're on the bottom, don't just try to run the same line you were. There's a guy to your outside, and the 5 and 10 almost wreck. Entertaining back here. 5 tries to slide up some, gets into the 10. 10 goes into the wall. He lost that spot. 4 is still just trying to like push the 2 all the way up, which he's successfully doing, but it's just a dick move. The 4 is going to end up getting wrecked here. Or the 2 is, because the 4 is trying to push the 2 all the way up. He just keeps hitting them. 4 is almost up into the wall. 4 wide for a second. Back to 3 wide. 2 is going to go in deep, actually throw it clean. 4 is getting a good run. Blocks the 4, which I don't blame him for everything that's going on. He should have ran higher there in 1 and 2. 4 is going to get a pretty good run. Not quite get to his bumper. Very close, though. What lap are they on? Lap 6 already? 2 is running a little bit too low going into 3, from my opinion. But he got a pretty good run through that, so never mind. Screw everything I said. Pretty good battle up front. They were side by side. What just happened? I heard banging. As soon as I left, I heard people hitting. Was it further back? Yeah, I think it was further back because the 10 and 12 are way back here now. Back up to this battle for 3rd. 1st and 2nd are back single file. 5 gets into the side of the 4. Final lap. 5 gets up to the side of the 4 again. Everybody on the freaking bottom doesn't know how to keep the bottom. 5 just goes up into the 4. Let's see if the 4 can get back at him. Not like that. That's not what I meant. He saved it, though. Pretty good battle for the spot behind him. Between the 10 and the 12, they were side by side coming into the line. But there is no consolation. Good. I thought there was for a second. So we are starting on the pole, which is awesome. That's going to help a ton. Hopefully. Just got to try to keep our position. Run the high side. Get a good restart. Pretty sure street stocks are single file restarts after the initial restart here in the beginning. So we can get a better restart there once there's a wreck, because I figure there's going to be a wreck with some of the tensions that are going through the field. It seems like some people are probably angry. I would be if I was a couple of those cars. Like that 2 car definitely had the right to be mad at the 4 for keep pushing him up in the corner, but he actually got by him, which is good. No clue what he just said. It just like broke up. Hopefully we can just have a good race here. I'd love to be able to start first and finish first. That'd be awesome for our iRating. 16 cars here, a lot of cars. It can definitely lose a lot of iRating if we get wrecked. So let's not do that. 15 cars in 4th. He got 2nd in their heat. Didn't notice the number on that one. It's a pretty low number for this field, at least. 14 is in 5th. Now with the 9 behind us, though, hopefully we can get a good launch on the 7. The 9 might get a good launch on the 7 as well, just because he's behind me. But hopefully we can get out to a lead, and maybe they'll be battling side by side, and I could try to pull away a little bit. That'd be great. I don't know exactly if I can or not. I'm hoping I can. That would be great. Hoping to get an early, not as early of a start as last time. I did that mainly just because the 9 was ahead of me. Like, I'll try to start here instead of back in the beginning of 3. But how have your guys' races been going this week? Have you guys done this race? If so, how did it go? I enjoy Charlotte on the dirt side a ton. On the oval side too, but I like the dirt one more. I like dirt Charlotte a ton more. Like, I just do better here than on oval. So hopefully you guys have gotten some wins this week. That'd be awesome if you guys have. Let me know. But let's focus up and try to get a good race in here. Got a very good start there. The 9 had a pretty good start too as well. Little sideways there. This line is really high up in this corner now, but we're probably going to be all the way up by the wall. And caution immediately. So that didn't take long. We had a pretty smooth race. We had a pretty smooth both heat races, and then not even getting a full corner in, and there's a caution. So I'm wondering if we're gonna be back single file or double file since the caution came out, just because we didn't even get a lap in. That'll be interesting to see. I'm kind of hoping it's single file so I can get a better restart.
Put me into the wall. Yeah, you came up into me there, bud. Yeah, halfway up now. I'm up.
People are angry.
Guys, it's a game. Shut the fuck up.
I love people yelling at each other.
It's a simulation, not a game.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, you're on. Simulation. Point. Writing.
That guy is Australian, I'm pretty sure.
I get that part, but damn, arguing like a bunch of 5-year-old kids ain't gonna do nothing but annoy everybody else in the lobby.
Not wrong. It's actually kind of entertaining though.
True.
I'm hoping this is single file. I'm thinking it's going to be. This mic's kind of hard to hear as
I
well.
prefer the discussing afterwards.
Yep, single file. We're running all the way up by the wall.
100.
So I can try to get a really good run going down turn 4 since we're up at the high side.
Come and watch the replay at the end of launching. So.
Yeah, true. Sometimes replays show different things. 7 is pretty far off of me. He's catching up
Well,
now.
you got a good start on there at the initial start. Try not to do it again.
I'm gonna try to. We'll see. Had a decent start there. Better than the first one because I didn't get so sideways off of 4. But these street stocks like to slide all the way up to the wall. You really got to try to keep it off because these cars are heavy through the corners and they like to slide up the track. So might be getting off the throttle a little bit so we don't smack the wall and just keep the car straight. Probably letting off a little bit at the beginning of each corner. Try to keep the car straight right along the edge, hopefully. And try to pull away from second like we are now. That'd be great. Because the straighter you can keep your car, the faster you're going to be, the less you're sliding. Doing it a lot better in 1 and 2, because it's really gripping in 1 and 2. But he had a good run there. He might not be letting off though, he's just kind of throwing it in. That might be losing me some time actually. Let's just throw it in here, make it grip. Okay, it's gonna be hard to get to somebody's outside when we're running all the way up by the wall anyways, so it's gonna be a very interesting race overall. You're gonna have to really get a good run on somebody and try to throw a slider. But we're running high enough now to where you kind of can. If you go all the way to the bottom. Should be able to pass right back by him off of 2. Oh no, he had a really good run, okay. Kind of surprised on how well of a run he had through 1 and 2 there. He's gripping the bottom very well. Kind of surprised by that. He's trying to come up. He wasn't going to quite make it.
My bad one. These cars ain't got no power. Forgot.
No, you're good. I understand that. It's hard to throw sliders in these. It's very hard to pass. Somebody just got wrecked.
Damn, I'm sorry, 15. I did not mean that.
Yeah, I saw the 15 just get spun back there. I think I saw like a flash of his car.
You basically got to be 3/4 in front of the person and able to pull that off.
Pit road is now open.
Yeah, it's tough to throw sliders in these. They just don't have much power.
Yeah, that they don't stick. So.
Not really. No, not at
Sorry
all.
about that.
No, you're good. We didn't hit.
Man, Shannon, I was not expecting that, man. My bad, dude.
Yeah, I saw that he got spun back there. I didn't know exactly what happened though. I don't understand a word he just said besides just have a good race. I don't think I understood the first half of it.
You're catching me sleeping here on the start, so you're just pulling away.
Well, I gotta do something.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'd be doing the same thing too.
Yeah, because you gotta get as much separation as you can on these restarts, man.
It's catching me right at the right spot.
Gotta catch people sleeping. That's the best way to get ahead. If you're the leader, you really got to. You gotta change up your restarts sometimes too. You can't keep doing the same thing. They'll start anticipating it and starting to get as good of a start as you, really. Didn't get him as good that time, but I was trying to wait a little longer, maybe get him to hit the gas. Oh, that's gonna be in the wall, isn't it? That's close. Close to the wall. I was trying to wait on it a little longer, maybe get him to try to jump it. And so he had to get off the throttle. That was my thought there. 9 car fell back to 4th. He actually got past, I'm surprised. But he's been trying to make that bottom work. So I'm not surprised he got past if he was.
You got one inside.
The 7's car is fast though. He is making that work off of 1 and 2. Hell, he definitely gripped 3 and 4 there. Holy shit. I thought he was going to throw a slider there. He should have. He had the room. 3 and 4 seems to be working out for him, but I should be able to go right back under him here.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear. There you go, man. You're down.
He's going to get a good run on me there, though. Not as good as I got on him.
Clear low, clear low.
Because you really got to be out in front of somebody to throw the slider.
Side.
He's gripping that bottom, man. He is very good. And it's catching 3rd place up to us, too, I think.
Inside. Still there. All clear, all clear.
I think 3 and 4 is the better spots, probably, to throw the slider. Because 1 and 2, we just get so much momentum off of 1 and 2 on the high side. Oh, that's not going to quite work.
Got one inside.
And I think we're 3 wide.
Clear low, clear low.
I think the 2 went all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, he did.
Inside. You're up top 3 wide. Got one inside.
Try not to clip the front of the 7 there. I am doing something wrong in this car for everybody to be on my ass like this. I'm doing something terribly wrong. Damn, he gripped that well as fuck. Okay, go up the track. Jesus Christ.
All clear, all clear.
Like, nobody's on your outside and you're gonna run middle of the track?
Got one inside.
I'm gonna push you up there.
Good job. The next car is the leader. Stay high. You're on the low side. All clear, all clear.
Yep, he didn't throw a slider on that one. I thought he was going to.
Inside. All right, man. Caution is
Damn.
out. Caution is out.
We're behind the 2 now. That sucks.
Let
Good
the
run by
two
him.
by. Let the two
That's
by.
frustrating.
Let
Don't
the
know why
two
somebody
by.
just drove right into the back of me.
I don't know which car that was. I don't know if it was 9 or 2 on him.
Now open.
Damn, that sucks. That 2 car's
14,
fast.
I don't know what happened there. It looked like, I don't know.
I'm doing something wrong in these corners for them
I
to
was
be
coming
all
off
over me
the
like
corner
that.
and, like, I don't know, I probably got a little too sideways. He just didn't seem to check out. Drilled me in the back, offset himself, and then I don't know what happened after that.
I'm not sure which car he's talking about. I don't know if it's the 2 or the 9, because I know they were both behind him.
Yeah, well, I drilled him, but he wasn't,
Oh.
he definitely wasn't on the same line he had been running. He was kind of sideways.
It might have been a different car I got wrecked
Yeah,
then.
he tagged me right in the back here in turn 4. Yeah, it kind of upset his car.
Yeah, it was probably the other car that just got wrecked. The reason for the caution is my guess. Maybe it wasn't the 2 or the 9.
Sorry if I was bumping.
Alright, we have to try to get a good restart here now since we're
You were
second.
gonna run the bottom, but then you were going clear to the top, and I couldn't decide which line you were running.
Get ready.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were that close. I was trying different things, man. I couldn't catch you guys, and I was just
All
trying
right, man.
different lines.
Pace cars in.
Alright, now I'm in the position to be sleeping, so I need to pay attention.
It's all good.
Yeah, he did the thing to me that I was trying to do to the 7, get him to anticipate it.
Flag.
He did exactly that to me.
10 to go.
I didn't get a 2x out of it at least, that's the main thing. I was just trying to get the same start as him.
Got one outside. You're clear high. Clear
Definitely
high.
did not have one outside spotter. 2 cars going a little low. Okay then, 9. Jesus Christ.
3 wide. You're in the middle. Inside. 2 wide there. Clear low. Clear low. Next car is the leader.
2 cars going like a little low into 3 and 4, which is interesting. He got so sideways there. Holy shit. I thought I was actually going to run into the side of him. He was so sideways. Trying to keep the car straight going in so I don't smack the wall. We'll see if the 2 does the same thing again. Got a little high there. Try not to get into the 2.
All clear. All clear.
Because I had a hell of a run on him there.
Good move on the slider. I know you'll say that.
2 cars messing up on his entrance into 3 and 4. Try not to get into him though. I'm trying not to smack the wall, so I'm letting off.
Still there? Come on, clear low.
That 7 car is making that like middle or bottom lane work, man. I don't know how, but he's doing it. Well, at least in 3 and 4 he was. Nine cars up in the wall. I'm getting pushed by him. I was trying not to run into the 2. See, the 7 car is not having any problem in 3 and 4. He's just having more trouble in 1 and 2 because we get so much run off of 1 and 2.
You got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
You're just on top of each other right now. Like, you can't do much about it. I'm trying not to wreck the 2.
Clear low.
And I think the 9's trying to do the same to me because we're all just on top of each other. What a freaking race, though.
Bad, I got out of shape.
All clear, all clear.
Ooh, 2's going low. Interesting. Might be able to get a run on him here.
You got one inside.
7 got in front of the 9, though. Wow. Try not to. Sorry.
Wide, you're in the middle.
We're all freaking on top of each other.
Bro, bumping me to get around me ain't gonna work. Pass me or stop hitting me in the back.
You're the one sliding up the fucking track, bro.
I feel bad for getting into the 2,
Get
but
around me, stop bumping.
trying not to.
I'll stay
It didn't
right
look like
on
I was
your
that close to him.
fucking ass, boy.
7's into the 9.
Okay.
We're racing hard as fuck up here.
Alright, man.
Holy crap, it's white flag? Since when?
Side, clear
This
low.
race is going by so quick. Holy shit. We get a hell of a run here on the backstretch.
What a fucking retard.
Three wide.
Oh, well then.
Clear. Inside. Clear low, clear low. Inside. You're up top, 3 wide.
Damn, good race up front. Sorry, too, I wasn't trying to get into you. We were all just on top of each other there.
There's the flag, man. It's over.
Hey, 9, my bad about that slider right there.
Great
Again,
job,
I keep forgetting.
What
that
a
these cars
freaking
have
race,
absolutely no
though.
Power. Didn't mean to
Holy
push in
shit.
front of you. Hopefully you didn't get 2 ox off that. My bad. Good one though.
That was a fucking hell of a race.
8, I got on the brakes there so you could have that spot. I didn't want to cut you off
Jesus
like
Christ, that was nuts. I want to go back and see the end of that,
Yeah,
because
guys, that was a really good race. Really good racing.
Yeah, that one must have come from way down under because I looked in the mirror, didn't think nobody was behind me, and then all of a sudden there you were.
yeah, it was a hell of a race, man. That was just crazy.
Yeah, Tom.
Good race.
Because we were on top of each other for the longest time.
Shake there. I know that puts you back.
I wasn't even paying attention to the laps. Like, we were just freaking racing hard as hell. It sucks that I fell back to 4th there, but I was trying not to wreck the 2, so I got all the way out of it. I had a good run on him every time in 3 and 4. Yeah, mute them. Because, like, the 7 was hooking the bottom pretty well there. But I was just getting such a good run on him in 3 and 4, because he got a little too sideways there. But the 9 kept getting a good run on me, so we were all, like, just on top of each other. Like, the 9 got into me, I was trying not to run into the 2, it's just like an accordion effect so quickly. But it was a hell of a race, man. Such tight racing, and I'm surprised none of us wrecked. That was amazing. I'm happy I didn't wreck the 2 and the 7 and the 9 all when I got into the 2, because I easily could have, if I wanted to, just ran into, like, right there, I bumped them hard as hell. But that's because I just had a really good run up there. I don't know how I didn't get into the wall and fuck myself all up. But where was it? I think it was right there. I almost tapped him. I don't think I was as close to him as I was. I didn't think, at least. I think right here is where I got a really good run on him. I think the next corner might have been where it was. He actually hooked that bottom really well. Like, sometimes in the middle right there. Yeah, right here I think is where I got into him a little bit too much. Oh yeah, like, I barely tapped him, and then the 9 got into the back of me, so I just let off to try not to spin him out all the way. I easily could have, and just probably won the race from that. If I would have spun him out, caused a caution, probably would have been in first at that point, but I don't want to race like that. But what a freaking race. But I caught back up to these guys so quick, too. At least the 2 and the 7. I caught back up to them the last couple laps. They're like, he's trying to push him all the way down the track. I thought I was going to be able to get to the outside of the 2 on the last corner. I was hoping so. But what a fucking race. That was awesome. That was just a great race up front. I'm happy none of us wrecked. I was hoping to get to his outside there and finish like actually 3 wide, but Great race overall. Sucks that we fell down to 4th. Hopefully we could still gain a little bit of iRating because we had a great race overall. We were right there with everybody. The 9 ended up pulling it out, just running the outside. Nobody got into him. That was the main thing. When I got into the 2 got into the 7, and the 9 just kind of squeaked by on the outside. That's what won him that race. But great race overall between us 4. My bad for getting into the 2. That was my fault. I'm happy we didn't all wreck. So hopefully we can gain some iRating, and let's go see what we end up getting out of it. All right, results are in. Started 1st, finished 4th, but we had a hell of a race. He led 10 laps. Did not have the quickest lap, but that's all right. Neither the 9 definitely didn't have the quickest lap, so that's crazy. At least we gained 7 iRating. At least we didn't lose iRating out of all that. I'm happy we had a great race with all these guys, and all of us gained a lot of iRating. So, well, at least I gained some, but the top 3 gained a ton of iRating, so I'm very happy about that. The 2 gained a ton of iRating, probably because I was such a high iRating. I don't know, but strength of field not too great, almost 1900. A lot of lower iRatings in this, but they weren't really a factor with us. These 2 were almost 2K. He was at 20. He's at 2500 now, so that's not a bad iRating. But the iRatings are so stretched out. Yeah, I knew he was Australian. They're so stretched out on dirt. It seems like in oval you'll have a whole lobby like this, and it'll be within like 300 iRating. But like a lobby on dirt will be like 1,000 or so. It's weird how that works out. There's not as many people that do dirt, I say, that are higher in iRating. So I race a lot of the same guys, but I've raced the 9 before. He's good, and I don't think I really recognize most of the rest of these guys off the top of my head right now. I might recognize the 11, but it was a good race overall. Happy we had a great, fun race. They ended up with a 2X. I don't know how. That might have been for me turning them into the... Actually, no, because if I would have turned the 2 into the 7 like I did, and they got a 2X... Oh, wait. I'm stupid. The 2 got a 2X from the 15 when he spun him. I remember that. The 7, don't know what he got. Oh, I think he got a 2X from somebody running into the back of him for that second caution. I think it was the 14 or something like that. But either way, we had a great race. Very happy with how that went. Even though we finished 4th, we had a really great race. I can definitely learn from that because I learned to run the outside a little bit better than I did beforehand, than what I thought I could. And I wasn't smacking the wall. Thought I would have, but the 9 was a little bit better than I was. The 7 hooked the bottom very well. The 2 was hooking the bottom to get the lead in the beginning. So I can definitely learn off of this race. Very fun race. Love having races like this. I'm happy none of us wrecked, and we all gained iRating out of it, which is awesome. So appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race as much as I had, like, racing it, because that was a lot of fun. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see some more racing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.